Hello everybody and welcome to the finest and freshest football club TV in the land. It is KCCAFC TV show and tonight we have a new season, fresh stuff because it's the season 5 of the KCCAFC TV show and we'll be getting to know more and more of everything that will be happening on the show tonight. We have two players that have joined the football club and we'll be getting to know who these players are, what their nationality is and also which positions they play. So much to talk about and so much that has happened at KCCAFC this week. Like I said, fresh stuff, fresh season coming up. Pre-season started today. I mean, I can't really name it all. But first, let me link you to a man on ground who is Patrick Ocheng and is live at the MTN Omondi Stadium. And we'll be getting to know what exactly is happening down at the MTN Omondi Stadium, the home of KCCAFC.
Thank you so much, my brother Magero Moses. And today we are live on KCCAFC TV as we kick off season 5, episode 1. And it's going to be a long ride. Last season, season 4, we had 30 episodes. And this time round, we actually hope to have as many as 50 plus episodes in season 5. Today, I'm going to be joining you guys from the MTN Omondi Stadium where everything went down today. But for now, let me hand you back to my brother Magero Moses as he breaks down what is going to be happening on the show.
Well, there you've heard it. That is Patrick Ocheng, our man on ground, and is live at the MTN Omondi Stadium. We'll be getting to back to him later on in the show. What does he have for us, and what is exactly happening at the MTN Omondi Stadium? Well, you've heard it from him, and there's so much that's going to happen on the show. He told you we had very many episodes. That is in season 4, the previous episode, about 30 of those, and we are starting a new season right about now, season 5, episode 1. There's going to be so much. But first, we will get straight into it. And so much happened. We had two players unveiled this week. Those are the first signings of the football club. Now, pictures tell a better story. In case you missed it, because I'm sure most of you may not know what is exactly happening at the MTN Omondi Stadium, here it is.
Nasci e cresci rodeado de beleza. Eu fui atraído por isso o tempo todo. Eu sempre soube que vou procurá-lo em qualquer lugar. E assim tem sido. Em cada passo, em cada cidade, em cada estádio. Mas é quando a vida te surpreende que você realmente entende. Porque você não pode esperar que as coisas aconteçam. Você deve querê-los. Vamos escrever o resto juntos.
First round, knockout. Talk of the town on the block now. Cash in, cash out. Hands up, hand down. Ooh, I move to man. You can't move to man. I hit him with that new Japan samurai ting, yep. I hit him with the. I hit him with the. I hit him with the. Now I hit him with the. I hit him with the.
Well, there you have it. Those are the freshest additions at KCCAFC, and we had those announcements in the last 2 days. That is on Saturday and Sunday. The first signing of the football club ahead of the 2023-2024 season is none other than João Gabriel Esteves Cardoso. He's a winger from Brazil and was born in Sao Paulo. Just like you saw that gentleman, he's 21 years of age. And he's a winger, like I said. He's played for, a couple of clubs before. I told you he's from Rio de Janeiro. That is in Brazil. He's played for Brazil's Flamengo. That is a club in Brazil for the under-17. And also for the under-20 side, still for Flamengo. And he has also played at German's FCA Darmstadt, and that is the gentleman there, Gabi. I mean, you know Brazilians have very many names, and this one is called Joao Gabriel Esteves Cardoso. 21 years of age, like I told you, he's a winger, and he's the first signing under the Sergio Traguil Daniel Moniz era. We welcome you at the football club, and like we always say on the KCCAFC TV show, that pictures tell a better story. And there you have it, guys. Some of you were asking what's happening at KCCAFC. We don't know what's going to happen during this preseason. The club is quite a little bit silent. Yes, we were silent because we were cooking. And I think, I mean, the food is trying to, starting to taste a little bit better. Well, that's the first signing for KCCAFC. And the second video, definitely, that's a guy from Angola, Aires Emilson Gonzaga, a centre-back, 27 years of age. He's from Angola, and just like you saw, the previous guy, that is Gabi. I'll call him Gabi just because the names are quite, Joao Gabriel Esteves Cardoso. Now, the other one is Aires Emilson Gonzaga. Like I said, he's a centre-back, and he comes in to KCCAFC for 2 years, just like the gentleman from Brazil, Joao Cardoso. And now these players, the first 2 signings for Sergio Traguil, and that is the first players under the Sergio Traguil era. Well, he doesn't work alone. He has a couple of other guys that is in that technical team, definitely assisted by Luis Correira. You have a player, another guy in Jackson Magera, who has rejoined KCCAFC. The list is quite long. Moses Sole, a goalkeeping coach. You have Saka Mpima for the junior team. A couple of other people. Felix Ayobo, a strength and conditioning coach in there, in Eduardo Leiva from Cuba. Well, those are the first signings under this new technical team. And at KCCAFC TV, just like we always say, wish you all the very best. Now to dive straight into today, that is the 16th of July, 2023. It's a Sunday, yeah. And KCCAFC players returned for pre-season. That was the first day for pre-season. And I'll tell you that so much happened at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and like what I say, pictures tell a better story. Those are some of the players getting in through the gates of the MTN Omondi today as the club returned officially. That is for pre-season 2023-2024. You've seen, some of the new players in there. You've seen Dominic Aida. You've seen players like some of those junior team players like Emojong, that is Habata Chai, who had the previous season out because he was suffering an injury. Saidi Mayanja. Some of these are former, players that have not been playing, just like I said, Habata Chai. And hopefully we'll be getting to hear from him later on in the show. So like I said, so much happened today when the club convened for the very first time ahead of the 2023-2024 season. Some of the words, just to re-echo some of the things I heard Sergio Traguil tell to the boys. He told them that, listen, he doesn't know anybody. When it gets down to, I've done so much for this football club. I'm a national team player. He told them, listen, everybody is on a new, clean slate. So it's up to you to prove to the new technical team if you can play for the football club. And it wasn't only me alone at the MTN Omondi Stadium. I had my friend Patrick Ocheng, who is right now at the MTN Omondi Stadium. And Patrick Ocheng, if you are listening in, and I hope my producer can be able to get us Patrick Ocheng, I just want him to talk about the pre-season, because he was live on ground and he saw everything that happened, all the players as they got in. It's been about a month and a half of players away from the football club since May 27th when KCCAFC played that game against Bright Stars in the Star Times Uganda Premier League. And since then, the players had been given a break. So Patrick Ocheng is ready, and let's hear from him what exactly happened when KCCAFC had their first day of the preseason today.
Yes, right at the stadium where I'm standing right now, and we are live at the MTN Omondi Stadium. We had the team kick off its first preseason training of the season. KCCAFC is preparing ahead of the new season, where we have the Super Cup, we have the CAF Confederations Cup, and of course the SUPL that will also be kicking off in August or September, when the fixtures will be released. We wait to see when the fixtures are going to be released. But right now, where I'm standing, the team had its first preseason training today. And as you saw yesterday, and today, there are some new additions onto the senior team. We had a Brazilian being added into the team by the names of Gabriel, or Gabi, as for me, I know him, and he calls himself Gabi. Then we had an Angolan also, a defender, also being unveiled today. And later on, we are going to see and have more unveilings. And for me, what I saw today at this pitch were players who returned from the holiday. I don't know if Ugandans have holidays. I don't know where they go for holidays, whether they go to the beach or they go to the villages. Probably, I think most of our players go to the villages. For those very many players who come from West Nile, you'll give them a phone call, and probably they are in the village with their parents. I think it's the time they get to catch up with family, since very many of them do not get the chance to catch up with family during the season. And for me today, I liked the enthusiasm that the players had on pitch. You can see the hunger that they have. Maybe they are only waiting for the season to start. Plus also the new signings that we had, and also the coach taking charge of his first training session as the coach, telling the lads what he wants, telling them how he wants to play. And we wait to see if the players will actually adjust to his playing style. I cannot say how long it will actually take for some of the players to adjust, because it's our process. And I don't know how long the club are going to give the coach to win the trophies, but from what I know and from what I see, I kind of expect it has to be instant success, because I don't know if you can hire someone up from outside Uganda and you expect to give them too much time to adapt to the league. You expect with the professionalism that they have, maybe they have to come back. And then also I saw Achai Ahabat come back to training. He did not play last season, of course, because he was injured. That is also a positive to the team. And also there are some faces that I didn't see, of course, because the club released a statement about the players who left. About 9 players left the club. So those are the faces that we are not going to be seeing here. But good news is we have new faces into the club, and we can't wait to see what these faces bring into the team. So Magero Moses, I cannot wait. I'm excited. I know very many people are biased with the new signings that the club has made, but I can only wait. I do not want to judge so quickly. Ugandans were too good at judging so fast, but I ask us, please be calm, calma. Let us not be problema. Let us just wait for the players, give them their time. Let's see how it goes when the season starts. Maybe we can then judge them when they are not delivering, but it's too much for us. I've gone through social media and everyone is saying the club has signed retired people, but let's give them their time. This is football. You're going to call someone a retired general from wherever they are coming from, and yet they can surprise you. So that is football. And Magero Moses Mwanje, back to you in the studio. We are here at the MTN Omondi Stadium.
Well, thank you very much. That is Patrick Ocheng live at the MTN Omondi Stadium. You can see how lit it is. Some of you are saying that what is happening exactly at Rugogo during this preseason? Yes, we have been quiet because we were cooking. And I'll tell you that the food is starting to get ready. You'll see how lit that stadium is, and that is courtesy of Chint Electric, our principal shirt sponsors. Next season, we shall have games that is under the floodlights. This I can tell you here live on KCCAFC TV. Talked about the players getting back from the preseason, and he asked where do players have their preseason from. Yes, at least I know 2 of our players that flew out of the country. Yes, they flew out of the country, and that is to enjoy their preseason, to just get time off football, and to focus on family and friends, and to wind down, because to recharge those batteries. It's been a long season, or it was a long season, and to get ready, that is for the 2023-2024 season. Now, it's not only Patrick as our man on ground. We also have a lady on ground. She's not live at the MTN Omondi Stadium, but she was live at the MTN Omondi Stadium a few hours ago. That was when the team reported for the preseason. Emina Raxi, and that is having an interview with the head coach of KCCAFC, the Portuguese, Sergio Traguil Daniel Moniz, and also a player that spent the entire season, that is 2022-2023, in Herbert Achai, out because of an injury, who also returned today for his first training in almost a year. And a player that we have got from one of our schools of excellence, that is Juma Mutebi. Here is Emina Raxi speaking to these three gentlemen, Sergio, Juma, and Achai.
Like I was saying before, I was eager to start. I was with a little bit anxiety, I can tell you. Because for us coaches, being without the pitch, that is our world, it's not easy. But we also have to have time to enjoy the family, enjoy our friends in our country. I had a few days with them now. Now I started with my other family, my other sons. And it was wonderful. Even the feedback, the answer of the players was very intensive.
Which is like my question. What is your assessment for this first training? Your new sons now. What's your assessment?
You see, I cannot talk too much yet because it's our first training, but the feedback was very good. I was even surprised with most of them because they really work hard today. It was a very intensive training, even more than what I was expecting. So if exceed the expectation, it was wonderful.
Oh, great. And I know that you have your new signings. What do you think they're going to bring to the table?
Oh, I hope that all of them have the mentality winning mentality especially, and work hard. From what I saw, each one of them, even the two players that are here trial, I like it a lot. Seeing them, the way that they work, it seems that they're ready, even inside of the group. So I was very happy with them. I was happy the ones also here, the way that they received them, because like I said, no nationality, no color, no nothing. Football is universal. So I like it the way that even the ones that are here answer and welcome them, and the way that they play together. So I expect a lot of them, also a lot of the ones that are here from the last season, even some that are coming here also from Uganda. So let's build a strong family, a strong group with quality, so we can achieve what we are expecting.
How was the first training?
The first training was okay. It was nice. We were not used to like the intensity. The first 5 to 15 minutes were a bit hard. We are used to slow intensity, but now things are tight. First 5, every exercise has an intensity that is very high.
That is different from the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really interested in you being. It's a comeback. You have been sick, and now you're coming back again. Do you have any reservations, any fears, Ogamba? I've come back. I am new. I'm sick. Are you okay? Like, do you feel ready? And what are you bringing?
Seriously, I'm ready. That's the fact, because I came back last season, at the end of the season, like 2 months ago. So I've been checking myself. I checked myself in those 2 months, and the doctor also cleared me. I played some little friendlies with the junior team. I'm ready to go.
How right now with our new coach that we have on ground and the training, your feedback from the training, you as a person, what do you feel like what are your expectations now?
Of course, he has a good playing style. He likes building from the back. He already told us that. And he likes playing from the back and also play good football, and magic will happen. That's what he told us.
And how is your first training today, Dietia?
So far the training is good. Training tebade mbi coach bapya naye tugezeza ko training obulungi. Yeah.
Nze chintu chansinze chenjagadde nnyo kubuuza is how does it feel training with the people, like with the senior other goalkeepers?
Of course, as a young boy, it was good, obviously, because the senior goalkeepers, they motivated me. They banyambyeko okuyiga ebintu ebimu ate tebalina mpisa mbi bambi banyanyiriza bulungi.
Training esooka bwe nkubuuza ku scale 1 to 10 ogipimira wa ku training zobadde olina buli kanaku?
Training ebadde y'amaanyi nnyo, embanga njipimira ku scale ndowooza ebadde ku 80%.
That is 8 out of 10. Nice. Kati gwe nga gwe, what is your kiky'osuubira okwongera ku tiimu eno? Oze kikyewekakasa kyoleese?
Of course, nzize ku kilabu eno nga nze okukola ebintu bingi, kyali mwana muto kyekisooka, naye nga nkola n'amaanyi okulaba nga mbeera first goalkeeper wa KCCAFC wa buli kimu nkiyina just ngenda
ne height ogirina
height njiyina kwegamba kati siinawo kintu kisobola kunemesa kwata golo KCCAFC.
Well, you've heard it from the three gentlemen. That is the head coach of KCCAFC Portuguese, Sergio Daniel Traguil Moniz, and also a player that has been out for 1 year. That is Herbert Achai. Last played a competitive football game, that is for KCCAFC, when KCCAFC was taking on Toro United. That is the season 2021-2022. Yes, if my mind serves me right. That is the last game he played, and it was an away game, and he picked up that knee injury, that is a meniscal tear, that kept him out for the entire 2022-2023 season. But he's back. He had his first training session today, and also that young goalkeeper from our School of Excellence, Chibuli Secondary School, Juma Mutevi, big future ahead of that one. And I mean, like we already say, pictures tell a better story. These guys have broken it down quite well. We're going to be going into a break. When we return, so much to talk about, including 2 new players that have joined KCCAFC. We'll be getting to know all that at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and also 3 of our other youngsters that have been handed senior team contracts. We'll be getting to know who these guys are, how long these contracts are, and also the person that was loaned out. Where are they heading? All this after the break. All right, welcome back from that break. You're still watching KCCAFC TV show live on NBS Sport, the channel that is championing Ugandan sport. Now, like we told you, we have so much to talk about tonight that is on the KCCAFC TV show. It's a fresh season. It is season 5. That is episode 1. Forget season 4 because this is a new season. And there's so much, including 2 new signings that have joined KCCAFC. We'll be getting to know where they come from, what is their nationality, how old are these players, what are some of the former clubs they have played for, what is it that prompted them to join KCCAFC. But before we get into that, it's been quite a busy week for KCCAFC. In fact, the last 3-4 days have been quite busy for the football club because we have had players leaving the football club. We have had players loaned out for further growth and development. And also, we have players that have been on the fringes, that is in our reserve side, that have been handed their first senior contracts. And yesterday, we came up and told you that James Mubezi, a left centre-back, was handed 5 years. That is a contract of 5 years. This is a guy that has been on the fringes, that is for KCCAFC, the senior team. He played for the KCCAFC under-20 side last year. That was in the Cambiaso International tournament. And it's for the under-20s. That tournament happened in Dar es Salaam. And KCCAFC were the winners of that tournament. This gentleman played the first game, that was against Ruvu Shooting, and unfortunately he got injured and could not play the rest of the tournament. But he got the winner's medal at the end of it all because KCCAFC won that tournament for the under-20s, and that was against Azam, the Azam under-20, that final being in Dar es Salaam at the Chamazi Stadium, the stadium that is owned by Azam FC. Well, that gentleman has been handed a senior contract, 5 years, and that means in the last season where he's been around the football club, he's been able to prove. He's a former player of Mbale Heroes. That's where KCCAFC signed him from, and then brought him to be around, to try to acclimatize. And for the past 1 year, he's been able to, convince the technical team that, hey, I think I'm ready. I think I'm here to play, and I'm ready to compete. And he's been handed a 5 years contract. Congratulations, James Mubezi, and all the best. During your time at KCCAFC, because 5 years, that means the club has got hope in you, and they know that they want you for the long term. Another player that has been handed a senior contract is a player that comes from Chibuli SS, and that is Juma Mutevi, a young goalkeeper. And that young goalkeeper comes, like we told you, is from Chibuli SS. And he has also been handed a 5 years contract. Not played a lot of club football before, but he's had stints that is training with KCCAFC every time Chibuli would, because they are one of our schools of excellence. We have quite many Chibuli SS, Old Kampala SS, Masaka SS, and very many others. So this gentleman was able to show the technical team members that, hey, I think I'm ready for senior football. and the young goalkeeper has been handed a senior contract. That means he's going to be licensed ahead of the 2023-2024 season, and he can compete in any any competitions for the football club, that is starting from the Super Cup, the Super 8, the league, and very many other competitions. So that is Mr. Juma Mutebi joins the football club for 5 years. That means the club has got hope in this gentleman that he is the future. By the time they get you 5 years, many other players could sign 2 or 3, but 5 years, that means they want you for the long term, and they have hope that you can develop and grow as a better player at KCCAFC. Congratulations, Mr. Juma Mutebi. And the other player is John Paul Dembe, handed a senior team contract and also loaned out to a club in Sweden called BK Häcken. Special player, this one, because I'll tell you his story. Just like James Mowes, Dembe John Paul joined KCCAFC last year. And this player played in the Cambiaso Under-20 tournament, where KCCAFC were crowned the winners, that is in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, last year in July 2022. And now this gentleman scored the goal in the semi-final that ensured KCCAFC would go to the final. That goal was against Montpellier Under-20. It's a French side that plays in the Ligue 1, that is for France, the main league for France, but the Under-20 side, and that is John Paul Dembe. He's a forward, and just like we say that when you get to KCCAFC and you're able to prove that, you can rub shoulders with the big boys. His chance came, and this year he made the final squad that played the AFCON Under-20 in Egypt. And he scored in that opening game for Uganda, the game ending 2-1 in that tournament. And he scored, on that day, and he scored the second goal, that is John Paul Dembe, been summoned for the senior national team a couple of times, and well, he may not make the final squads, but by the time you even get a call-up to play for your senior national team at 18 years of age, that is John Paul Dembe, loaned out to BK Häcken in Sweden. Now, some of you may be asking, which club is this? That is BK Häcken. It plays in the Allsvenskan, that is a top-tier league in Sweden, and they're the current champions of the Swedish league, and they're currently playing in the UEFA Champions League. They played the first qualifier round, that was last week, and they won that game. It should have been 2-1, if my mind serves me right. And that is the team is playing for, a team that is playing in the UEFA Champions League. That should be a perfect team for the growth and development for this player. That is John Paul Dembe, and I wish him all the best. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Played for the KCCAFC Under-20 side, promoted to the senior team and given a contract of 5 years, and immediately loaned out, that is to Sweden, to BK Häcken, the champions of the Swedish league. And that's where he's going to be for the next 6 months. If he can prove in the next 6 months that maybe he's ready for professional football, because he's on loan, and then KCCAFC and BK Häcken will have to sit on the table and agree or disagree. But he's our player and he's on loan, that is at BK Häcken. And those are some of the players that we announced in the last, should have been 72 hours. It's been a busy time for the KCCAFC media team, I'll tell you. So much has been happening. I know what the guys go through down at the MTN Omondi Stadium to make sure you get to see those top-class videos. You get to see all those top-class unveilings of all these players, and also the fresh announcements. Things are really crisp. So kudos to all and everybody behind that KCCAFC media team. Now, away from the players that we have handed senior contracts, because I've told you all those players are for 5 years, we want to get straight into it. We told you we have 2 players that have joined KCCAFC, and we'll be getting to know which players these are, where they come from, that is their nationality, how long have they joined the club for. What do they bring to the table? Now, I want us to link to a man on ground, that is Patrick Ocheng, who is live at Omondi Stadium. There he is. And he's currently with those 2 gentlemen. I don't know where they are from, but Patrick is the best person to let us know who these players are, and then we'll take it on from there. Patrick.
Yes, thank you very much, my brother Magero Moses. As he has told you, today we are unveiling our latest additions in the squad, and I'm very excited to introduce to you 2 gentlemen. On my left-hand side is Carlos. No, it's Vinicius Michael, right?
Yes.
I don't want to confuse the 2 of you. Then, on my right-hand side, I have Carlos Guy. Welcome to KCCAFC. Who should I? Let me start with Carlos, who's right here. Carlos, welcome to KCCA. Welcome to Uganda. How have you found Uganda right now?
Yeah, thank you for us. The country I like it was good. I like the reception for the team manage. Yeah, for me, I'm very proud for come here.
You are from Angola, right?
Yeah.
And which position do you play? The viewers maybe would want to know the position that you play.
Okay, Carlos is midfielder.
You're a midfielder in number 6, in number 8, and number 10.
Number 8, number 10.
Number 8, number 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you will have to give Vinicius here very many assists because Vinicius is a striker. Vinicius, welcome to KCCA Football Club.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you for reception. It's very good. I am be happy here. I'm happy here because it's for making this for reception. It's very good, my friend.
So, Vinicius, which number are you very familiar with as a player?
This position is number 9, maybe, but the coach decides.
The coach decides. So, what if the coach wants to play you in goal as number 1?
I play.
You play?
It's for help. I play.
You want the team to concede 10 goals?
I don't promise, but I hope.
Okay. Maybe the viewers would want to know what should the fans, the KCCA fans, expect from Vinicius Michael ahead of the season? Today, the team had training. How was the first training with the team and the coach?
And a good time because I know these new people, the new company, the team. And the fans with me. I worked hard for win the games, for score the goals, and win the league too.
Carlos, how did you find training today? It was intense. It was the first training session of the team, and you're working under a new coach. Have you worked with the coach before? Sergio, have you worked with him?
Yeah.
Which team?
Cabiscorp in Angola.
In Angola. So you are with a familiar coach, no problems?
Yes, for me, it's no problem. It's no problem.
No problema.
Yeah, this is Portuguese. No problem. No
Okay. Vinicius, have you worked with the head coach before, Sergio?
I never see these guys, but everybody's good people. No have nothing for talking. I want no more because he's have time for know these people, everything.
Okay, so Carlos, finally, what should the KCCAFC supporters, fans who are going to come to watch the team play expect from you as a player in the midfielder?
Yeah, I expect hard working. I come here for hard working, for win the games. I will do anything with me. Yeah, it's that.
Okay, so your final words to the viewers. I want you to look at the camera and tell our viewers on KCCAFC TV. KCCA is a big club in Uganda. We even own a TV, and right now we are live here at the MTN Omondi Stadium, the Sports Command Center. Your last words to the viewers of KCCAFC TV.
Yeah, waiting me, we strike waiting goals, but waiting help the team for win the many games.
You're from Brazil,
Yes.
and in Brazil you speak Portuguese. Maybe you can tell them you're happy to be here and you can't wait to get started in Portuguese.
Estou muito feliz de estar aqui. Espero poder fazer por onde tudo que estamos passando aqui.
I can bet if I had a word. So also, I want you to say something in Angolese. Is it Angolese?
It's the same Portuguese.
You also use Portuguese?
Yeah,
So you two guys can understand each other?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you can also, in Portuguese, you can tell the viewers what they should expect from you.
Estou muito feliz de cá estar e prometo dar tudo de mim. Vamos trabalhar para que possamos agradecer o clube.
Okay, thank you so much, my brothers. It was nice having you, Vinicius, Michael. I can't wait to see you score the goals, and I can't wait to see Carlos assisting. I don't know how many assists you're going to give Vinicius, but I cannot wait to see you guys make a great partnership. Magero Moses, that was on my right-hand side, Carlos Guy, and then on my left-hand side, Carlos is actually midfielder. He plays number 8 and number 10, and then Vinicius Michael is a number 9, a striker. And well, we cannot wait to see. Today we had a training session. the first preseason of the team, and they were involved. There is no time to waste. They were involved in the training today at here where we're actually standing at the MTN Omondi Stadium. So we cannot wait for the season to start. I am excited. I don't know about you in studio, but I know as you're there in studio, also very much excited. Back to you, Magero Moses.
Wow, I don't know if Patrick is still on air, but I'll tell you that I've learned some Portuguese words. And because these guys speak Portuguese, the guys from Angola and also the guys from Brazil. And I learned a word today called bem-vindo. And that says, or that means welcome. There are very many other words that I've learned, and I'll keep learning more and more. But first of all, congratulations and welcome to KCCAFC. Those are the freshest and the newest acquisitions. That is for KCCAFC ahead of the 2023-2024 season. Guys, don't you love it? Don't you love it? Look at this. Look at the gentleman. That is Vinicius Silva Michael, a 30-year-old, is a forward and is from Brazil. Just look at the swagger. I can't wait for the 2023-2024 season. And then that is Carlos da Silva Kungulo, and that is a midfielder, can play as a 10, can play as an 8. He's from Angola. He's 26 years of age. Welcome to KCCAFC, and I'll tell you that this is the best decision that you've made in your football career. Yes, take that to the bank, that this is the best decision that you have made in your entire football career. That is to join KCCAFC, the biggest football club in Uganda, and also those players will be joining KCCAFC for the next 2 years. Oh, they have signed for 2 years. I will start with Michael Vinicius Silva. He's a striker from Brazil, 30 years of age, and he's played for clubs like Asante Kotoko, that is in Ghana. He's also had stints in Brazil for clubs like Resende and Fluminense, Flamengo, and very many other clubs. So congratulations, Mr. Vinicius Silva Michael. I like the name Vinicius. Now, next time that you're asking yourself, I mean, which jersey should I buy? For which player which jersey, which name, which number should I put on the back of my jersey? That is the guy, Vinicius. Very familiar name. And we'll find out whether he has a little bit of brotherhood, that when it comes down to Vinicius Jr. of Real Madrid. But, well, they're from the same country, and that is Brazil. And then the other gentleman, Carlos da Silva Chungulo, the midfielder from Angola, 26 years of age, and played for Cabosco, that is in Angola. That is a club that Sergio Traguil coached before, so he has coached that gentleman before. And also the same player has played for Club 1 de Agosto. Remember that club we played in the CAF Champions League qualifiers in 2017? Yes, if you remember that year when KCCAFC hosted Club 1 de Agosto. That was at the MTN Omondi Stadium. That game ended 1-0, and then the game away in Angola ended 2-1 in favor of Club 1 de Agosto. But KCCAFC qualified. That was because of a goal, the away goals rule, because we had 1-0 at the MTN Omondi Stadium. Then we lost 2-1. That was in Angola. So because we scored that goal courtesy of Geoffrey Serunkuma, and that's how we were able to qualify for the final qualification round, where we played Mamelodi Sundowns. The away game in Pretoria ended 2-0 in favor of Mamelodi. And then the game at the MTN Omondi Stadium ending 1-1 when KCCAFC had 10 minutes to make history, to eliminate the champions of the 2016-2017 CAF Champions League. That was Mamelodi Sundowns. And in the final 10 minutes, that guy, Lafo, scored that equalizer, and that meant that KCFC had to settle for a place in the CAF Confederations Cup. Well, there's a lot that we can say on the KCCAFC TV show tonight, but it's a wrap, and it's been so much. Guys, like I told you, we have confirmations that the first 4 signings under the Sergio Daniel Traguil era are Joao Gabriel Esteves Cardoso, is a winger from Brazil, 21 years. Aires Emilson Gonzaga, centre-back from Angola, 27 years. Michael Vinicius Silva is a striker from Brazil, 30 years. And then Carlos da Silva Chungulo, a box-to-box midfielder, can also play as a 10, can play as an 8, can play as a 6 from Angola, and that is 26 years of age. And also the players that have been handed senior team contracts: Juma Motevi, goalkeeper from Chivuli SS, our School of Excellence, and also James Mubezi, a player that has been around on the fringes and also signed from Mbale Heroes and spent the last year on the fringes of KCCAFC, handed his senior contract, 5 years. That is the long term. And also another player in John Paul Dembe, And this player who played in the AFCON under-20 and also won the Cambiaso under-20 tournament with the KCFC under-20 team last year has signed a 5-year contract with KCCAFC and also been loaned immediately to BK Häcken, a club that is playing in the qualifiers of the UEFA Champions League this season and also the champions of the Swedish League for the next 6 months. Those are the new acquisitions for KCCAFC. Who knows, this coming week that starts today, we might have fresh other signings and also fresh other people that will be joining the football club. There's so much that we can talk about on the show tonight. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje. Season 5, episode 2 returns next week, same time, 9:30 on NBS Sport, the channel that is championing Ugandan sport. And I'll say it's a wrap from us, for everyone that has been part of this production and the entire KCCAFC TV media team, and plus the team from NBS Sport. Thank you very much. I can only say that asante sana, and have a good night.